So we're walking into this trailer. It's like 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
We're both really tired. We've both been avoiding spoilers and memes, and Matt Key trying really hard to get Brittany to watch it, which is hysterical.
To be fair, like, some of the screenshots were impossible to avoid, at least on my part, so I have seen snippets.
It's everywhere on Twitter. It's always... Things like this are always impossible to avoid day of, especially one where people have been looking at it like...
Yeah.
Question mark.
I have a lot of questions based on what I've seen.
So we're looking at the Sonic the Hedgehog official movie trailer. And it's gonna be fun. I find it hysterical that apropos of nothing, we were both wearing blue today.
Yeah,
that was planned.
Completely coincidental.
That wasn't planned. I was like, oh, it's sweater weather. Oh, I've got this nice new sweater from Elhofer and it's comfy as shit. Let's wear that today.
I literally went, I don't want to wear jeans, and so I threw on leggings and a dress. And
your
this
lovely blue dress. Yes. So yeah, this was unplanned but thematically appropriate.
Yay!
And before we get started, as always, we have a word from our sponsor. This video, this channel, all this fun stuff is sponsored by Fred's BS, Spreads and Spreads by Fred. He has a one-man baking company. He does cookies, he does brownies, he does jam. Pie is coming down the line, and that pie has been absolutely amazing. He does these cookies called Brown Sugar Buddies. They're like a cross between, what do you guys call them? Snickerdoodles and Ginger Snaps? Snickerdoodles and something else.
Good molasses cookies.
Yes, Snickerdoodles and molasses cookies. That's what it is. They've got that nice chewy center. Oh my god. I cannot describe how good these cookies are. I only know that I have never had anything like them, and they are fantastic, and they don't last in this house. I bring home a dozen and they're gone the next day. Between the two of us, and if anyone happens to be visiting, them. They're unbelievably good, you guys. I cannot recommend these enough.
Very tasty.
So, cookies, brownies, jam. He does pie. He's starting to work on pie. Follow the Instagram if you are interested in the pie, because that is one of the best damn apple pies I've ever had. Everything is fresh, never frozen. He makes all this stuff himself. Flavors are not found in stores. Everything is made in small batches for that freshness. Like, it's so good, you guys. Pair it with that strawberry peach jam.
Oh, man.
Y'all.
Good stuff.
Take the cookie, put the jam on it, put it in your face. It's amazing. This is how we do things. This is how we do things. And if you are LA local, you can do pickup instead of delivery and get your goods even sooner. And for me, that has occasionally meant fresh cookies or fresh brownies straight out of the oven, which is unbelievably good. Winter agrees. She's jealous because they're human treats and not pet treats. So yeah, if you are interested, go get yourself some cookies. They are super good. Head over to fredsbs.com, fredsbs.com, and use coupon code KIACookies for 20% off your entire order. And all that info is going to be down there, so don't worry. You'll be able to reference it after the video is over. Yeah, FredsBS. Treat yourself. You deserve it.
And Mother's Day is coming up, so
yes.
The BS boxes make great Mother's Day gifts. So get cookies for you, brownies for me, jam for your jam buds, and a BS box for your mother.
And the BS box being the cookies, the brownies, and the jam.
Mm-hmm.
So good. Yeah, do the thing, obtain the stuff. Seriously, guys, treat yourself. Yeah.
Let's just rip off this Band-Aid already.
The Sonic the Hedgehog 2009 official trailer.
2009? What year are you?
I can't read! 2019.
I was going to say, 2009, would that have been Sonic Unleashed Sonic?
Yes.
Thereabouts, anyway.
Yes, it would have. The Werehog. Their castle. 2019 official trailer from Paramount.
Are you sure?
Shit again. That's what it says.
I know. What year is it?
I don't know.
All right, let's do this.
Cool. Click. That's too loud.
If they don't have Crush 40 playing, I'm gonna be real upset.
760.
Oh.
Okay, that's a good touch.
Nice touch. It's like,
and motion sickness go. Gotta go fast. I knew this was coming and it still doesn't make sense.
The Gangster's
Paradise.
20 minutes ago, an energy surge knocked down power across the entire Pacific Northwest. This needs someone who can figure out exactly what we're dealing with.
You're not suggesting me what I think. You're suggesting.
We have no choice.
Okay, that's pretty funny.
Are you in charge here?
Yes, I am.
No!
I'm wrong. I'm in charge.
Allow me to clarify. In a squatchly ranked hierarchy based on level of critical importance, the disparity between us is too vast to quantify. Agent Stone.
The doctor thinks you're basic. Listen, pal, I don't know if you realize
I'm sorry, Major. What was your name?
Benny. Nobody cares. That's not 3D.
I see a distinct lack of Orbot and Cubot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on. Okay, pal, I want answers. Basically, it looks like I'm gonna have to save your planet.
You know, sometimes it looks okay. Other times it looks too weird. Looks too uncanny.
Thank you for asking. Whatever this creature is, our job is to secure it, neutralize it, see what makes it tick.
What? Warp rings, okay. The Genesis,
Warp rings
okay.
were a thing from the Genesis.
Oh yeah, no.
Look at this. I took 9 million steps today.
Stay in there and be quiet. How much longer? I can't breathe in here.
Do you have your child in that thing?
No. I mean, yes, it's a child, but it's not mine. It's not your child.
Smells like bodies burning an old ham sandwich.
Whoa! That was abrupt.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
It looks better than I thought it would be.
Yeah, well, we really didn't have any hope after that legs poster. Let's be
No.
real. It's gone uphill from there.
I still looks weird.
Well, yes.
Sometimes it looks fine. Like it was like
the mouth is weird.
It was like what we were saying when the first Aladdin teaser dropped. Looking at the Will Smith genie picture as a screenshot looked real weird and real unsettling, and yet oddly seeing it in motion worked a lot better. And I think this is the same. Sonic looks weird, and it definitely could have been fixed. It definitely could have been better, but like looking at it in motion, there are times where it looks okay.
I think what part of the issue is, and this is one of those going from different styles of animation sort of things, is that the mouth is a problem. Because when it's cartoony, it's okay to kind of have the mouth on the side or do the anime side shot or whatever, like that's fine. But when they make it more realistic like this, but they do like this is all nose, but mouth is here like human, that hits some weird halfway between Uncanny Valley and Furry button that just shouldn't be there. And I've seen animated features do that before, and it's fucked up.
Well, Sonic has always had issues going from one
2D
medium,
to 3D?
one medium to another, and that included 2D to 3D transition. I personally like the adventure style, but as somebody who actually sat down and watched all of Sonic X for reasons I can't explain, even
Gotta go fast.
and I love the adventure style. I know a lot of people have more fondness for the classic style, but as somebody who really liked the adventure style, there were times where the animation in that show looked really awkward because Sonic has such a big head and those big quills that like sometimes showing that in motion and like moving around to different angles can be really awkward, especially when you're working off of a limited anime budget. Sonic Boom looked great, like into the television series.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we're talking about the show.
The television series. Oddly enough, you know, the fully rendered 3D model of that adventure modern Sonic style looked really good in that show. And I know that a lot of people had issues with the bandages and stuff like that, but like that was never really a problem for me.
Once you got used to the particular aesthetic that the show was putting on, and just once you got used to seeing these character designs, it was like, yeah, no, we good. Let's roll. And the writing was so damn good.
It was great.
That you stopped thinking about the character designs unless they called attention to them for some reason and were just there for the writing.
The only thing that threw me off about those particular character designs at first was how muscular Knuckles' upper
Buff
body
Knuckles
was.
was weird,
But
it
you
makes
know what?
sense.
And also seeing his
That was
actual
also
fingers.
weird.
But you know
But
what?
they did so much with that.
But because it grew on me and I got so used to it that by the time Sonic Forces came around and we went back to those older adventure style character models, that seeing skinny armed Knuckles again, I was like, whoa, what happened to you?
Do you even lift, bro? Then there's just something about Travis Willingham.
Oh, he's great.
You know?
And to as much as I adore the Boom voice cast because they're all exceedingly talented, Ben Schwartz isn't a bad choice for what they're going for here. He does a great job on DuckTales.
He does.
Yeah. So he's a good choice. For me, the only thing right now that's really throwing me off is the soundtrack choice and also the character model, and maybe that's something we can get past. But all in all, like, beat-wise and acting-wise, like, it looks okay.
Looks like it'll be okay.
Yeah.
And I mean, you never know between cutting a trailer and the actual product because trailers lie all the time. And you just never know. For me, for once, just it made me laugh. It made all of Twitter laugh, and I think my favorite tweet about this, because again, you can't remain completely unspoiled and still be on the internet, is that it's LL Cool J, yeah? Coolio. Coolio got so upset at Weird Al parodying it and making Amish Paradise because he took this song very seriously. And now it's being used to score a Sonic trailer.
That's very odd
and
to
it's
me
hysterical.
as well.
So
Like,
it's just like, why?
I mean, to be fair, he might not have signed off on that. It could very well be the record label. I don't know who has the rights to it these days. I'm not a music licensing specialist, but
it's not a dig on Coolio. It's not intended to be that, and more this was a studio decision for sure. Why did we pick Gangster's Paradise for a Sonic movie?
I mean,
There's a lot
don't get me
of songs
wrong.
you could have picked. It worked, but it's still weird.
It worked in terms of the tempo and the beat and everything like that, but like, it's an odd choice for this particular character. It's an odd choice for any cartoon character.
I'd hesitate to say any cartoon character, but aimed at kids,
You know what
yes.
would have been a better choice?
What?
Don't Stop Me Now. I'm having such a good time. I'm having a ball. Don't stop me now.
If you want to have a good time, just give me a call. Yeah,
That's why Mr. Fahrenheit would have been a great song. It's Don't Stop Me Now, right? It's
yes,
not
yes.
Mr. Fahrenheit.
It is called Don't Stop Me Now. I think you're right in terms of the song fit the beats of the trailer. I do think that there is probably a song they could have picked that wasn't Gangster's Paradise that would also fit
Bad
the beats of the
Religion
trailer.
Supersonic!
Again, that would be something for a more high energy trailer. Like, I think picking one of those songs for this trailer wouldn't have worked as well, but using Gangster's Paradise pushes this to the point of parody, and I am uncertain as to whether that was the intent.
I don't know.
What I want to talk about that we haven't talked about yet is Jim Carrey's Dr. Robotnik. Or Dr. Eggman. What did he introduce himself? What name are we going with?
I would guess Ivo Robotnik, and I'm sure there will be a shout out to him being Eggman by the time the full goggles come out and everything like that. I'm pretty sure that I don't think they referred to him by name at all.
Tom Wachowski. Oh yeah, the villain is Dr. Robotnik, Jim Carrey.
Haven't heard him called Robotnik in quite some time.
Such a wow. We're going back to the roots, man.
I mean, again, I'm sure they'll have an Eggman shout out at some point during
I
the
am the
movie.
Eggman. That's what I am. Everyone can shut up. I love that
Cuckoo
song
Cuckoo.
so much. Now, I freaking love that song.
I know, I do too.
It's ridiculous.
I didn't say I didn't.
And its techno remix. I love it so much. Sonic Adventure 2, with very few exceptions, had a great soundtrack.
I
Those
love
very
that
few exceptions
soundtrack.
were all of the Knuckles songs.
That's not fair. Pumpkin Hill was fun.
Okay, Pumpkin Hill was fun, but the rest of them were terrible rap. And it's just like,
I ain't
no.
gonna let it get to me.
no. No. Anyway, I don't quite know what to make of it. Like, there are points of it where he is completely on from what you would expect from Robotnik / Eggman. And again, we've been watching Sonic Boom, which kind of is a parody, and you've got your comedic villain that also has a good relationship with the heroes, like...
Because
if
they've
you
been
haven't
at this for so long.
If you haven't watched Sonic Boom, please do. It's amazing.
It's on Hulu, or
it
at least
is.
it was last time I checked.
Find it legally, throw money at it, watch it. It's really super good. And then follow the writers on Twitter because they're fucking hilarious.
They're really, really funny.
One of them liked one of my tweets once. It was amazing.
I've made it!
I'm allowed to be happy about it. They found discount Sonic Boom toys, and it was Eggman, but in a green outfit for some reason, and it was Orbot and Cubot. So I was like, oh yeah, this is not the other, and I wrote back, does that make it green egg and hams? And he liked it. Shut up, that's amazing. That's what you can expect from this channel. Anyway, there are some points where he was very much like, this is what I expect from a Robotnik or Eggman character, even leaning more into the villainous side than the comedic side. Although there is a balance of both required for this character. If you try to make him a straight up and down villain, he's not a serious villain. He's a comedic
because
villain.
he's silly.
Yeah.
Because of the inherent silliness of the character.
And so casting Jim Carrey, like going into this, I'm like, oh yeah, that might be a good choice. There are some points where I thought, yes, this is perfect. Like is that all you got? Why no, thank you for asking. Like, bits like that I liked, but no one cares, you're wrong, there are some parts where it was very much, yes, this is Robotnik, and there were some parts where, this is Jim Carrey.
Honestly, I think the whole movie will probably ride that line. You know,
I would love for it to lean more into this is Robotnik, but I feel like nowadays you cast Jim Carrey in the same way you cast Johnny Depp. Except
that's not a good comparison.
Social issues aside, you should never cast Johnny Depp for anything ever again. But social issues aside, you cast Johnny Depp because you want him to speak in a specific way, walk in a specific way, and wear a funny hat. And that's kind of the character that...
Picked any other actor.
There are very few actors where you cast them, you know exactly what you're getting, and they're kind of playing themselves.
Sylvester Stallone.
That is not where my brain went.
But yeah, in terms of you cast Jim Carrey to play Jim Carrey.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm going at, and I apologize for picking an actor with that level of baggage. Holy shit, I could not think of anyone else.
It's late.
I do not advocate casting Johnny Depp for anything. And we all know why. So yeah, I understand you cast Jim Carrey to play Jim Carrey, but I would really love to see more leaning into the, yes, this is Dr. Robotnik, yes, this is Dr. Eggman bit, as opposed to, this is Jim Carrey.
It's hard when they're casting a cartoon character that is beloved. And I think it's safe to say that in this household, we love Eggman. We love Sonic.
We stand Sonic characters. Like, pretty much all of them.
Yeah.
There are very few Sonic characters where I would unilaterally yeet them out the window.
Yeah, pretty much.
Can't think of one off the top of my head.
Even the ones I don't really care about, like from the Sonic Rush games, I'm still like, it's the guy who did the thing.
Lyric.
Okay.
Shitty villain in Sonic Boom the game.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I don't care about him.
Yeet! So,
the bad guys don't count. They usually don't make it to the end of the game.
This is true. Eggman is the bad guy that just keeps on giving. So, I actually am excited about this. There's no way to make a perfect Sonic movie. Because at this point with the fandom and whatnot, there's no way to make a perfect Sonic game anymore. Nostalgia has overshadowed what Sonic games were about. Everyone remembers running fast in Green Hill Zone and then forgets that you hit Marble Hill Zone and it's platforming hell all the way down. Because if you're me, you never get past the first stage of Marble Zone.
There's also currently a split in the fandom, and there has been for a long time.
chunk of time.
The geek critique goes into a great, like, in-depth discussion about Sonic Adventure 2 specifically, about how that sort of created this rift, not intentionally, but it created the rift between the old Genesis fans and the newer modern Sonic games, because Sonic Adventure 2 was the first multi-system game for Sonic the Hedgehog, and so it was a lot of people's first experience with Sonic the Hedgehog. It was my first Sonic game, that's certainly true. So there was already this divide in the fandom in terms of modern Sonic fans versus classic Sonic fans, and there's no pleasing people.
Everyone.
And then I don't remember who
This movie will unite them in their ire. Yikes.
Well,
Be nice, you guys,
be
regardless
nice.
of what you
Let
think.
people
Be nice.
enjoy things.
I mean, feel free to make fun of shit. That's what we do.
Yeah,
But don't make fun of the people who are enjoying it.
I
You
don't
know, there's a line.
I don't remember who did a particular video essay about it either, but somebody did a video essay about how, like, the paradox of Sonic and why Sonic can never win is because Sonic was created to be cool. And what is cool is always changing and evolving. And Sonic as a character is still stuck in the 90s. And they've had to... he's undergone various evolutions trying to chase what's cool. And so Sonic as a character will always be, oddly enough, running towards a goal that you can't really reach. Because what is trying to chase chase being cool?
I regret not getting alcohol before this. Jesus Christ.
I mean, I thought it was
It's good, but I didn't need that soul searching at 10:30 p.m.
like I said, I wish I could remember who did that video essay. I thought it was a very interesting look at the character. That being said,
If you know which one she's talking about, put it in the comments.
Yeah, and like that being said, I still feel like there are some core essential elements of the character that remain unchanged regardless of what year it is. And
Gotta go fast.
Exactly. And his carefree nature and other aspects about his personality, I think, remain timeless. However, I feel like that was a good point, and that's part of the problem with every Sonic game that's come out since the first one, is that trying to chase a particular trend. And as a result, again, because of what we all perceive as what's cool and what's not, differs from person to person. There's no pleasing everybody. So the Sonic fandom is always a place where you can't win. That being said,
every fandom is a place where you can't win.
These days
Sonic,
it is.
Just Sonic has been that for longer than, I want to say, most other fandoms.
Like everything else, he was ahead of the curve.
But I mean, there's
had
been
to go
contention between game types.
Yeah.
There's been contention between voice actors, which please stop putting people in the middle of that.
No.
Everyone has done a good job.
They've all
Literally
been
everyone.
great.
Urkel has done a good job with this, okay? Everyone, Jaleel White, everyone has done a good job voicing Sonic. You're allowed to have a preference, but everyone's done it.
Jaleel White was great. Ryan Drummond was great. Roger Craig Smith is great. Jason Griffith, I believe, was the actor's name who did Sonic X. He also did the voice of Shadow in that series, which I say bravo, because had I not known that, like, going into it, I was like, I would have thought it was a completely different actor.
He pulled a Dan Green.
He absolutely did.
Nice!
And fun trivia fact that, like, nobody besides me cares about, the original Sonic Adventure 2, Ryan Drummond and David Humphrey, the voice actors for Sonic and Shadow respectively, they were in the same barbershop quartet. And the reason why...
That's really cool.
Yeah, they wanted somebody to match sort of the sound of Drummond's Drummond's voice, but also having a distinctly dark edge to it. And I think it's really cool that they picked somebody from the same barbershop quartet, which I think is pretty awesome.
Are you second
And
tenor? Let's pick.
Granted, that's information I
baritone.
got from the internet like a million years ago, so citation needed. Take that with a grain of salt. So I thought that Jason Griffith being able to do both characters was both in line with that spirit, but also really, really cool and very, very much exhibiting his range as an actor. And Roger Craig Smith is just a joy.
He's so much fun.
He's so good
And
at the character.
This is when we come back around to recommending Sonic Boom again.
Yeah.
Because this was... The only thing I'll say is don't, like, do a marathon of it or watch it before you go see this movie. And that's nothing against this movie or anything, but you're looking at two very different treatments of the character and walking into the movie after having freshly watched Sonic Boom
It's
and
not gonna
expecting
be
a certain
fair.
thing.
It's not going to be fair.
You come in with expectations that it can't meet. And we have done the same thing by watching Transformers Prime right before walking into a Bay movie. Admittedly, this looks like it's going to be better than any Bay Transformers movie ever
Hands down,
was.
hands down.
Bumblebee doesn't count. That was Travis Knight and it was amazing.
It was lovely.
Yeah. So, again, watch Sonic Boom. I think in terms of, he's always chasing...
Trends.
Words. Chasing trends, trying to be cool. I think Sonic Boom, the show, has done the best updating of the character for that. Because they kind of realized that it's not that he's cool, it's that he thinks he's cool. And there is
That
an
arrogance,
aspect
yeah.
of that where it comes through, but also he's kind of a dick. And people call him on it. And it's just...
It's the
balance.
self-awareness of
Yes.
the series, and the recognition of that arrogance as a character flaw is part of what makes that show so charming.
And also, A++ Amy Rose update.
Oh my god, I
The
love her!
Literal best treatment of Amy Rose in any Sonic franchise, fight me, is
Hands
Sonic
down.
Boom the show. Because she is amazing. And it's like, liking Sonic is not her only character trait anymore.
Yeah.
And it's really nice when they take a female character that was created in 80s, 90s, back when you had, well, we still have this, but the one female character and their
The
trait is
token
they're
girl,
paired
yeah.
with whoever, the girl. And then updating them and giving them a personality beyond just the girl. Like, she's definitely more of the girly girl as opposed to Styx, who is a barbarian and a joy.
Who's a conspiracy theorist.
I mean, you class her in D&D, she is a barbarian. She does, like, the rage, the double attacks, everything.
Couldn't get her to sit down and play the tabletop version. She's going to be running around and LARPing.
Oh, yeah. But she, if you class this party, she would never stop raging. She would be the barbarian all the time. Tails is an artificer, Sonic is a rogue, Knuckles is a fighter. We need a caster in this party or everyone's going to die. Amy is I want to say a light division cleric because they're the ones that set people on fire all the fucking time.
I don't know. Which class has the giant hammer that they like hitting people with?
Depends on what you're proficient in and what your species is.
I will say, confirmed, only 2 tabletop players in Sonic Boom, Amy and Eggman.
Amy and Eggman! It's true. Amy would be a paladin.
Yeah, probably.
Oh my god.
With righteous fury.
With divine smite.
Yep.
A paladin with no shield and a warhammer. Perfect. We've classed this party. They are hilariously unbalanced. Someone write a campaign. We've gotten really off topic, and I don't
We've gotten
care
really off
because
topic.
that was amazing. And
But yeah,
I need
here's
that in
the
my
thing.
life.
Again, it's okay to let people enjoy things. And it's okay to look at this and go, it's not my cup of tea.
Absolutely.
Looking at this, for seeing all the leaks, I was leaning more towards this isn't my cup of tea. Having seen the trailer, I'm like, okay, maybe, I think I'll give it a chance.
I'm intrigued, and you know what? The stinger that they did at the end worked. Because, wait, what? The actual Eggman look? What? How? And I know it's one of those artificially creating more questions to get more hype, but
I
shit.
would have died if the reality warping Ruby from Sonic Forces and Infinite had showed up near the end there, and that's what was causing the glitching, I would have died and given you all of my money, Paramount.
Somebody call Liam O'Brien.
Because that's what it takes to be Infinite.
Liam O'Brien.
Yep. All right,
Also a fantastic voice actor. We should
wrap up.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. We
No,
started talking
don't
about
be sorry. In this house, we stand Sonic. As a franchise.
Yes.
As a franchise. Yeah, I enjoyed this. We're gonna go see it.
Yeah.
We may
are.
or may not do discount tickets, but we do discount tickets for everything. Some of us have an in.
I know a guy.
It's actually a day job perk. That's what I was getting at. And also, if you're an AMC Stubs member, you get $5 Ticket Tuesdays. So if you're on the fence about the movie and you don't want to spend, for us, $20 for a ticket because Los Angeles, $5 Ticket Tuesdays are your friend. Recommended. So yeah, I'm going to see it.
I will
I
too.
think it'll be fun. Possibly opening weekend. When is opening weekend?
I missed it.
I don't think it said. Okay, you know what? Turning the volume off, backing it up. Let's see.
I will say that, let's see. After we see it, depending on how I feel, either because it...
November.
Okay.
It didn't give us a day.
After we see it, depending on how I feel, I will probably pop in Sonic Adventure 2 again and just play through it the entirety. The last time I was really sick. It was not this New Year's Eve, it was the New Year's Eve before I got really sick. And so I just decided to stay home and play through Sonic Adventure 2 Battle from beginning to end, and I did.
Ringing the new year, rolling around from this, like the speed of sound.
Got places to go, gotta follow my rainbow.
Alrighty. Tell us what you thought.
Yeah!
I want to know because we are obviously intrigued and cautiously excited and can't wait for a new trailer. So, yeah, tell us what you thought. Let's hear it. Also, tell us your favorite Sonic interpretation and why.
I also want to know, what's your favorite Sonic song? Because over the course of all of the years that that this franchise has been around, some of the music's been absolutely amazing. And even when the games aren't so great, like some of my favorite tracks are from Sonic 06. Like, there's some really good ones. So, guys, let me know what's your favorite song. Hands down for me, Live and Learn.
I was gonna say, Open Your Heart, Bentley Jones remix.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Dream of an Absolution.
That's a good one.
Live and Learn.
It has
You
to be
can't
Live and
not.
Learn. Raise your hand if it's Live and Learn, and if it's not Live and Learn, let me know why.
You know, there's just gonna be a bunch of hand emojis in the comments, and you know what? I'm down.
Honestly, Infinite's theme, I've been rocking out to that a lot lately because it's so fun.
And we've seen Crush 40 in concert, and that is a wonder that will never happen again.
Oh no. It was
We're not like
beautiful.
Aaron Hansen levels of Jin Sonoe playing the fucking guitar for him personally, but
I'm so jealous.
yes, it's good things. Good, I gotta remember not to do that, but yes, good things. All right.
I'm Megan. You guys can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at the Menguin. That's TheMenguin. I also do a Lost retrospective podcast called No Love Lost, where my co-host Will Link loves Lost and I don't. And we talk about it.
And I'm Katie. You can follow me all over the social medias as well as on Twitch at Kiaxet. That is Kiaxet. I also do an Overwatch League podcast called On the Point, where my co-host CJ and I talk about Overwatch and Overwatch League. And most recently, we covered the Texas homestand. So we had a lot to say about that because I'm a Valiant fan, he's a Fuel fan, and boy were there conversations to be had. And believe it or not, we still get along even after this weekend because he's a great guy.
It's okay to disagree.
It is absolutely okay to disagree. This is how you survive. This is how you survive and make friends. Yeah, so anchor.fm/onthepoint is that. We are both on a bunch of Rooster Teeth podcasts as well, done by the Rooster Team with an M. So, wow. Anchor.fm/The Rooster Team. We've been talking about Red versus Blue recently because that's what's happening right now. If you like this madness. If you would like to support it, we have a Patreon, which gets you those Rooster Teeth reactions early and a couple of other benefits. You want to throw a couple bucks our way, we have a Ko-fi. We take commissions, and also supporting our sponsor supports us. Head to fredsbs.com and use coupon code KIACookies for 20% off your entire order. All that information is down there. Also, can't forget the sister channel, Silver Screams. Silver_Screams on the social medias and Silver Screams on YouTube. That is where we talk about horror stuff. That is where we do the horror reactions. That is where we're going to start talking about the new season of Attack on Titan.
It's so good!
So if you are interested in seeing us screaming about the Beast Titan yeeting things into fucking oblivion, that's where that goes. Silver Screams, subscribe to that madness. It is great. If you like this madness, if you want to see more, if you enjoyed all of this just batshit insanity and long talks about the Sonic franchises through the ages.
Thanks for coming to our TED Talk.
Yeah, you know what all these YouTube video button things, what these little thingies do. Like, subscribe, ding. Every time you ding that bell, the algorithm... Ding for rings! I like that. And it also tells the algorithm that you like us, which is great. Hi. You okay? This is
Meow! It was in the trailer.
She's like, excuse you, I'm the actual cat. And then she's gonna go sprint up and down the stairs a couple times to prove it. Anyway, like, subscribe, ding. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Bye! Someone tweeted out a picture of the poster where he's running up a building, and they were like, how do you people not understand? He is literally escaping from the city! Rolling around at the speed of sound. Got places to go, gotta follow my rainbow. Yep.
Okay.